Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Backgammon is beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. Now here I am on XG and I've set up a very interesting position. So white has a 5-1 to play. Green currently has one checker on the bar and it is a money game. So feel free to pause the video and take a moment to think. And then afterwards we'll look at the right answer and the rationale behind it. Okay then, let's take a look. So the correct move is 24, 23, 11, 6. So very well done if you got this correct, because it's certainly not easy to find. Notice that the second play, which is pretty borderline, also involves making a 23 point and bringing one checker down 15 to 10. Now you may have been tempted by the hitting play 23 to 22, but I can tell you that that would have been a very big blunder indeed. So on plus plus, this comes down to about a triple blunder. There you can see, but it's pretty bad, right? So what is going on here? Like, what is happening? Why is this the correct play? Lots of questions. Now, what separates a great player and a good player is great players are always looking for ways to win. They never give up. They have that fighting spirit. Now here, green has already taken 11 checkers off. So we need to kind of think about how we're going to win the game as white. Now, certainly the hitting play is very tempting, but we shouldn't just hit because we can, because green has already taken off 11 checkers and we can't win a gammon. So there's no point in sending further checkers back. Of course, having two checkers back could be more of a hindrance, and that's why it reduces our winning chances. So we can forego the hitting play, even though you may have heard two on the bar, better by far. These cliches do not hold true all of the time, and you need to be a little mindful of not just using that as an expression, as a mantra every time you see a hitting play. Now let's consider the best play and the reasons behind it, and this position is extremely educational and instructive. There's many things you can learn about moving your own play from maybe an intermediate to advanced level to more of a master or even pro level. So what is happening here? Now, if we look that green is on the bar and which numbers can enter. So let's look at white after the play has been made. So it looks like this. So now we can see that green has 5s and 1s to enter. So that's 20 rolls out of 36. So now we want to look at how those rolls are going to play. We want to go through them, and this is what top players will do as a matter of course. They will cycle through good and bad rolls, and that's really what you need to be doing to get to that top level. You need to be thinking of not just this move, but the next move and the one after. Of course, there is a lot of variance in backgammon, a lot of unpredictability, but certainly we can think about making our play, which we have done as white, and then green's follow up. So here we can see, well, how do 5s and 1s play? Now, by going through those rolls, you will see that green has some pretty bad rolls with 5s and 1s, and the worst of them is 5-1 itself. So how would that play 5-1? Well, of course, green would like to enter on a 20 point, but that would not be allowed because then green couldn't play the ace, because here we have blocked aces. So green would instead, with 5-1, have to enter on the ace point. So let's set up the position from after white's made the correct play. So green would be on the bar with one checker, not 3. And green would enter with a 1. And the 5 would be forced off here. So this 5-1 is pretty dreadful, and we made this a bad roll from our correct play before. Now here you can see that green is going to get hit with 3s, 4s and 5s here, 1s here. It's so bad in fact that now white being on roll has a double and green would have to pass this, because the position is so hopeless, even though green has already taken 11 checkers off. So let's think also about what's going on. Now, what other rolls would be good for green? Here. Now here, because the ace and the 5 are open, here double 1 would be a good roll. So that is a rationale behind making the 23 point, because now double 1, well, green can only play one ace, whereas if we had left those checkers split like this, then double 1 would have entered and hit us twice. So here we're looking at all the 5s and all the 1s. And the reason why we moved 11 to 6 with the 5 and we didn't move 15 to 10 is because here we give green a good double 5, because green enters and of course can pick up another checker, and that would also give green some tempo to get these checkers around the board, even though of course we would still get a return hit. So it's a very instructive position. We can really learn a lot by looking at this, by thinking smartly about the situation. And let's just go back there to see the analysis. So here we can see by playing 11 to 6 and by playing 24 to 23, rolls like 5-1, double 1 and even 3-1 are really bad for green. So that's 5 rolls we give green out of 20, which become horror rolls. Now, it's really easy to miss things like that by playing too quickly, but you must remain perceptive, conscious of the dice rolls to really understand what is good, what is bad. We want to give our opponent bad rolls. That's the whole idea. We want to force our opponent into difficult scenarios. And here you could see that 5-1 is absolutely diabolical. Double 1 plays a lot worse. 3-1 would force him off the anchor. You don't want green to have this anchor, get him off the anchor and then get a double pass. That's the way to win. Keep winning, keep looking, stay perceptive. Backgammon is ultimately a game of refining your vision, about looking deeper and more intricately into positions. And that is my advice on becoming a great backgammon player rather than just a good one. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope there were some interesting things for you to think about. Thank you so much for watching. See you again. Goodbye.